What's going on, everybody? Sean Daniel with Guitar Control here. Today we are learning Levitating by Lipa. Really cool pop song with some great instrumentation, but super easy to play. So definitely click the link below because we have the chord chart with the lyrics and everything. It's only 3 chords in 4 different spots, but there's a bunch of different ways you can play it and a bunch of different ways you can make it groove a little bit, right? So what we're going to do is going to sound mostly like this. Okay, so really easy. Capo is on the 2nd fret, okay? You don't need a capo to play this, we can talk about that later. But basically with the capo on the 2nd fret, the chords are gonna be A minor, to E minor, to D minor, back to A minor again. Okay, so let's start with the first chord, A minor. Pointer finger 1st fret on the B string, ring finger 2nd fret on the G string, middle finger 2nd fret on the D string. The open A string is our root note of this chord, right? So the strumming is going to be this. Okay, maybe let's just take those first 2 chords to kind of give that as an example because it's just 1 bar each. There's the A minor to E minor, okay? E minor, you just take that A minor chord, move it 1 string lower, and then take your pointer finger off. Now we just have 2D and 2A, okay? Now the way that I'm playing this, like that, is really not just going A minor, E minor. The rhythm of it, I think, is really important because, again, this is a bop, right? You got to make the song bop along with it. So what we're going to do, get that down in your rhythm strumming hand, right? So on the 1 count, we're going to hit the root note of the chord, open A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, and. Now that 2 and, I'm kind of getting maybe the D and the G string-ish, and then strumming up on those same strings, right? Just kind of aiming for D, G, and B, and just getting 2 and. 1, 2, and, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. All right, now that 3 is going to be a little bit higher into the chord. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now, as soon as I hit that high part of the chord, 1, 2, and 3, right, most of the chord there, I'm kind of getting an open string set. And then I'm getting a 4 and, same thing, open string set. Now, by itself, it doesn't really sound good or bad, it just sounds kind of neutral. But it's really a way to just make the chord sound different as we transition into the following chord, that E minor chord, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. All right, now we're really going to kind of choke this one off because that 2nd position, 1, 2, and 3, almost kind of like echoing a little bit of what the bass guitar is doing in the original track. That 3, we really want to kind of get a percussive hit there. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so again, the 1 in that count of 4 is going to be just the bass note, open E. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, and same deal. I'm kind of just strumming the middle of that chord. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, now notice I'm coming down. I'm hitting the chord, but I'm doing it with my palm and then kind of like letting go of the pressure. I'm not coming off the fretboard, but I'm letting go of the pressure of my fretting hand to kind of really emphasize the attack, that hit of that 3 count. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. All right, see, there's kind of like space, and having that space really kind of lends itself well to go to the next chord, D minor, pointer finger 1 on the high E string relative to the capo, of course. I like to use my pinky for a D minor. You can use your ring finger if you want, 3rd fret on the B string, and then middle finger 2nd fret on the G string. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're getting there. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, that E minor. Remember, we left that space. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of a mute just to keep the beat going. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? So, again, we'll do it super easy after this, but I wanted to just talk about this D minor. 1, 2, and 3, and I'm getting a pull off there. because again, there's a lot of action in this song. Even though the chords are simple, the arrangement, there's always something going on, which is why it sounds like such a bop, right? So on the and of 3, I'm just taking my pointer finger off that first fret and kind of playing it as I leave. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Same strumming pattern. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, that brings us back to the A minor for the 4th spot in this group of 4 chords. 3 different chords, but there's 4 spots, right? So then that last one, it's kind of the same strumming as the E minor, but just now we're on an A minor. I might hammer on my pointer finger into an A minor to give a little bit more action, right? So again, I think since it's the same chord progression that just repeats, maybe every now and then you want to bring it way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They still do kind of do that in the original version too, but then you can kind of add that with the the nice thing about playing it kind of subdued like that, we're really keeping the rhythm. There's always something going on. It's very steady. You can use palm muting to kind of maybe make more of a dynamic. But the way I'm doing that is just keeping my palm on the bridge of the guitar, right? So it's never... It's never sounding like that unless I wanted to. That would be the kind of high end of the energy of the song. Really just let it all loose, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. The nice thing about that is for the choruses, since the choruses are the same as the verse, chord-wise, you can maybe have those choruses have more energy by just really sustaining those same chords. Now the thing to remember is to really try to keep that count in mind, because anytime you have a progression that starts on the same chord that it ends on, it's really easy to get lost. What I mean by that is like, all right, so it's A minor, E minor, D minor, and then you're in that A minor, but you might be like, am I in the 4th bar of 4 on the A minor, or am I on the 1st bar of 4 on the A minor? That's why it really helps to kind of have a little bit of a variance in rhythm, and that's why we're doing the arrangement of this in this way, where there's a little bit of a difference. The first, if we were to take these 4 chords and make them pairs, like we started with the A minor, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. The counting is a little bit different. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Having them be pairs is a great way to separate that A minor. So you're not thinking of playing the A minor twice in a row. You're thinking of it being the 1st of 4 chords and the 4th of 4 chords. And even though for all practical reasons there isn't a difference, it actually makes a big difference organizationally when you're trying to keep it clean in the context of a song, right? So again, it's a pretty easy song by that, but you can really just kind of make the whole thing just vibe a little more with these little kind of rhythmic techniques, right? Because again, A minor, E minor, D minor, A minor. Now again, you don't need a capo to play the song. You can do the same thing open, right? All that means is now you have to use your pointer finger or whatever to bar chord it to make that A minor with the capo on the 2nd fret this B minor chord. So you can play the whole thing as a B minor, F sharp minor, and then a D minor with the capo on 2 is actually the same as E minor. Okay, so the nice thing about that is you extend the range lower, whereas we had to play like an E minor with the capo on the 2nd fret. So you can play an E minor up here, but really, if you don't have a capo, you might as well use that open E minor position. So again, that'd be B minor to F sharp, E minor to B minor, okay? Again, it's up to you, however you want to do it. The nice thing is if, I'm playing this in like a set or something, then I just can kind of seamlessly take it in from something else that doesn't have a capo, and then you can kind of just use these chords, right? So again, it's always good to be able to use a capo to make things easier on you, but not use it as a crutch. So you can actually do it without a capo, because I've been to shows too where it's like, crap, I forgot my capo. It's actually happened once. It was really a very intense mental exercise to be able to play all the songs without a capo. But again, It's a great tool, but don't make it be a crutch. So anyways, thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions or comments or other songs you want us to teach, leave it in the comments. We'll get back to you. And then in the meantime, check out other videos on the Guitar Control channel by myself and other great instructors. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.